Hello, this is Chidero bringing you another tutorial. I have to apologize as I have lied to all of you and said I was going to create a tutorial on, I believe, the Gumdrop Bracelet first and to show you how to add the spacer beads. So my sincere apologies as I am just bringing this to you now, but I promise that I will make it worth your while. So my goal today is to show you how to take an already existing bracelet like this, which is a simple fishtail design, and add these beautiful spacer beads onto them. So this is just, like I said, a regular fishtail, and this one here is the Copa Cabana, and this one is by Instagram Crazy Just Might Work, and YouTube Suzanne H-B, one of my favorites. Gotta check her out. Yes, I do have a band that is broke right there, which is no fault of my own, not due to the design, because it's fabulous. Now, all-time favorite right here is the Gumdrop Bracelet, designed by the great herself, Yarn Journey, and tutorial done by Rob at Justin's Toys. This bracelet is so awesome. It's the first one I added spacers to. It is designed so well. I have taken spacers off of this and on this at least 3 times, and this one right here has a little bit of the bands coming up, but it's still in perfect condition. That's how great it's designed. I mean, honestly, there's been a lot of bracelets that I've tried to put spacer beads on, and they're pretty tore up. But this one here, and Rob at Justin's Toys does a phenomenal job on the tutorial because it is an advanced bracelet, but he makes it very easy on how to loop the bands in order for it to come out like this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take some already existing bracelets and I'm just going to eye it. I don't have any plan. I'm just going to kind of show you what I do and how I do it. So this is not anything that I planned out ahead of time. I just grabbed some bracelets, and I will list the bracelets that I do add beads or spacers to today down below. If I do not tell you which one it is and who has created it on film, you can read it down below. So this one is a Justin's Toys design, one of my all-time favorite loomers. Today I think I'm gonna we'll try to maybe add some spacers in those. Just to see if we can. So let's move these out to the side for just a minute. And these are our spacer beads. All of these right here go on the Gumdrop Bracelet. Okay, another one. You've seen this a few times. This is a wacky 4-pin, but this is the one that we can add spacers to in the beginning or in the middle. So if you can notice the pattern, all of these are just little balls, which makes it so easy to kind of add something, or I want to add something in the middle of them. Let me see what else I have here, just to give some ideas on ones that you have. This is one of my all-time favorites, and guess who designed it would be Rob from Justin's Toys. This one is awesome. It just has that little bit of a raised, every so many loomed bands. Excuse me, there is a raised band, so it is absolutely phenomenal. Extremely well designed, very durable, and I have not yet attempted, but today I'd like to try and see if we can put some pretty cool spacers on this one. Let's see. My second all-time favorite designer is Feeling Spiffy Crafting Fantastic on Instagram. She's actually the one that inspired me to start doing tutorials. She makes fabulous bracelets and they're well built. She thinks out the design clearly and makes sure that, you know, what you're putting on your wrist isn't going to fall apart. So this bracelet alone, just by looking at it, I was thinking, I wonder if we could add something in between. Not too sure if we can, but we can try. Let's see. I have this bracelet here, which I'm not sure what it is. I will post below, but it's just the same concept, is that you have a space in between and that you could probably add, you know, a piece of jewelry there. And I did pull out a starburst because the starburst to me is like next to the single chain. It's a phenomenal design, and it's so, well, right now it's like retro. It's like retro starburst because it's so old. No, it's fabulous. Just curious to see if there is something that we could ever, excuse me, add to this bracelet. Okay, and one more I have to show you. Yay, look at the spider. Yep, we're going to bling this one up. I think it's going to be awesome. We could bling this up, no doubt. And one more by the awesome MarloomZ Creations. We have the Hula Girl, and we so blinged it. We blinged her out, and so it came out, she came out awesome. So I put just regular beads in her hair, okay, just to add some sparkle. Her lei across her neck. We added a couple beads there. On her hula skirt, I added two little just charm beads. And her hula, her skirt here, we put beads in between on there too. So whoop, she came out awesome. I had asked MarloomZ Creations her suggestion on what, I have never done a figurine yet, so I had asked her, because she's so good at it, which one she had suggested. And she had suggested this one here. I can't even pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself, but she, I will post it below, my apologies. I had mentioned that she came out to me like Medusa because of her hair. I didn't have any smaller beads, and MarloomZ Creations said that these were supposed to be candy. And I thought, well, I don't want to not make it look like candy, so I used these sparkle glitter beads. Excuse me, and then added some to her little belt here and attempted to her skirt. So it is a wonderful, wonderful design done by me, and that's the result. So it's not, I just wasn't kind of happy, I guess, with the hair, but it's an awesome design. Okay, that's enough babbling here. Alright, so the famous of the famous. Let's start with that one first. And that would be Yarn Journey's Gumdrop Bracelet. As I mentioned before, it is so durable. What we do is, if you already have this one created, okay, just take your C-clip off. I'm going to take it off on this end first. And this is the cap band end, because we already know it's not going to come apart. So the key to adding spacers to any of your bracelets is pulling, okay, because we know when we pull, it makes it thin out and it makes it slide on better. So as I mentioned, here are the spacer beads that I just pulled off of it so I could do it again. These are a pretty large size hole. I'm not sure what the size is because I don't look at sizes, and I really don't buy my beads based off of any anything that's technical. I just kind of eye it up at a store and think, we could probably slide that on. So my apologies for not having the specifics. This is a O-ring, which I have shown you several times. Excuse me. It's probably, yep, it's the same size hole as this one that has the rhinestones on it. So the reason that I chose to put half rhinestones and half of these O-rings is because I didn't have enough of the rhinestone circle ones at the time, but it came out pretty cool. So alright, what we're going to do is, you don't really need any tools, but I'm going to take my loom hook because I think it's going to be easier. And first we're going to add on one of our spacers. So technically, which I'm only going to put a few on because I'm going to show you, I think there's 17 like spaces. You would need like 17 spacers to go on this. So typically what I would do is just kind of gauge, you know, where the center is going to be. And so you can have in every other look, you know, this center is this one here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll be the 9th ball gumdrop in the 10th space. So you want to go into the middle first so you have an even look. So I'm left-handed, so I have to do it this way. Your regular Rainbow Loom hook will fit a spacer on it, so you want to put that on first. Then you want to take your hook and you want to grab that cap band. And so we just want to slide that spacer and we want to tug, and don't worry, you can tug on this bracelet and it's not going anywhere. So at the same time, we want to tug on it and make it smaller, thin it out, just get it over that hump right there. Okay, so you can see it's already on, it looks awesome. I'm going to keep my hook on here and pull again, and we're going to move it down one more. Okay, one last time. You see how those thin out? It is really not struggling at all to move this. Okay, now that we have it 3 in, I'm okay to take my loom hook out, because now I can just take my bracelet and tug on both sides. So we want to go in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want to go over to here. That'll be the center. So I want to tug on my bracelet and I just want to gently slide. I'm going to lose my place, but it's so easy because this is well designed. Not to say that there are bracelets out there that are not well designed. Just this particular one I am in love with because I can do what I want with it and it doesn't break because it's an advanced design. Okay, so I think one more. There you go. Okay, so technically we're in the middle. So, yay, we got our first spacer on. And you've seen how simple it was. So, what I do from here on out is from this point, I work from this side and add each one. And then, when I'm done with this left side, I will take the C-clip off of here. I will do a slip knot so it stays into place. And then do the same process of adding the beads from the right side on, and that way you're not pulling all the way from the left all the way over here to the right. You're just halving it, which helps save the life of your bracelet. So this time I'm going to add this O-ring. So I'm going to do the same thing and put this on my hook. I'm going to attach the end of the hook to this cap band, slide the O-ring on, and we're going to pull this taut so we can slide this O-ring over top. And I'm telling you, it looks easy. It is easy, and it's so pretty. Excuse me. All right, so now we have 3 in. We can just grab it with our hands, and we're just gonna slide it up. And this is I mean, it's literally just going that easily. And this is why it was so easy for me to take the spacers on and off 3 times. Oh, looks nice. Okay, so again, get your spacer of your choice on the hook. Let's slide this one on. I think the first one is probably the most challenging because you don't have much to pull. And so it's, you know, it takes just a tiny more. And then once you get it past, you can see it just slides right through. Gosh, I would die if this bracelet broke on film. Yay! Alright, so put it down and you can see. Yes, these ones, these little ones, they have little holes in them, so it all depends on which side you have your bracelet on, if you don't want it showing. So, looks fabulous. So, you can continue to do this whole bracelet, and people will be amazed that it's rubber bands. They really will. I know I had a couple comments as to they couldn't believe it wasn't a rubber band bracelet. So that takes care of Yarn Journey's Gumdrop Bracelet, which she does have a tutorial as well on her YouTube channel. So let's put these aside. Let's see here. My next favorite durable bracelet would be Suzanne H-B's Copacabana, which loves to loom, which is fabulous. She actually did the tutorial on this. So this is not the gumdrop design. It is a completely different type of design, but same concept. You've got a lot of durability and you've got a lot of playroom here to throw some spacers on. I used, these are jelly blue Rainbow Loom bands and then glitter blue. The glitter bands, I'm not too much of a fan. The reason well no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not a fan of beating them because they are delicate to me, so they break easy, a little bit more easy. So you can see right there, that's why that one had snapped. But we are not going to touch this side of the bracelet because I would like to keep this. So I have this one attached by a silver O-ring, and I'm going to find where it is capped, which is this side here, and I want to slide this off. Okay, I hope it's the cap side. Yay! Okay, so same concept as before, but I'm going to show you the spacer beads that I used here. So I keep mine in these little packets. So these ones are a bit pricey, but you can probably get 4 or 5 of them on a string. And again, if you go to any local crafts, any craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, you'll hear me talk about them a lot. They sell them. Walmart has them. Target has them. So in this particular design, I actually do have one left of these. It was blue. Of the name of the bracelet, I thought that these would have looked awesome on it. And then I have another type of spacer right here, excuse me, that I had put in the middle. These ones I love too. I don't use them very often because I've been doing different bracelets, but they come in different colors. But they sparkle. They sparkle. They're awesome. Look how pretty. Hee hee. Oh, so pretty. So you have some different, you know, backgrounds. So if you have a white bracelet or just a bracelet that you want the color to show, definitely works. Okay, so I will take the blue one And I will take, I guess, the same spacer bead. And we're going to go ahead and put this on. So you have a lot more in your cap band here than we did the gumdrop bracelet. So I'm just going to make sure that I pick up every one of these bands. Unless I made it wrong, which could be. I'm not like a big fan of closing up bracelets. Okay, so I got all of them on my hook here. I'm sorry. What I did do wrong was I didn't put my spacer bead on yet. Okay, so now I've got my spacer bead on. And I'm going to grab every one of these bands. Okay. So that's for our stability, because we're going to do a little bit of pulling. Make sure that your hook is faced in a way that whenever you do pull, that it's not going to come apart. So again, we're going to slide this on, and this one, we're going to take it, and we have to tug to get them over these bumps here, especially in the beginning, because we don't have much tug room on the left. And you want to be super, super careful. Super careful. This is a great bracelet because it has some texture to it, which is phenomenal, but it also may catch a band or two. So that's why I'm not touching these. I'm just adding to show you. So you can see another big deal is using durable bands. I am a huge Rainbow Loom band fan. They are extremely durable, and that's what I have used. So I am able to go ahead and pull on this. So let's pull it again, and we got to get it over another hump. It's not as easy as the gumdrop, but it works. Okay, so this bracelet is cool because it has so much rays on these that these just kind of fit nice and snug. So again, you would do that. You would count out how many until you get right there, and then that's where you know your starting point is. So I have to take that off again, that sucks. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on the end of my hook again, grab all of these bands, and you know what? How about we do this? Let's grab 2 regular bands, and let me see, sorry. Okay, let's grab all of these bands, because this is insane if I'm showing you like this. Let's close it up like we would normally do a bracelet. And that way we're only going over 2 bands, because you're going to be grabbing these bands every time. I don't think that one belongs. Okay, I've got them all on here. Let's slide these blue bands over top of the red one here, or whatever color you choose, and just have 2. There we go. That way when we slide, we're only having to slide over 4 instead of the ones that are attached to the bracelet. Okay, so pick up your bead and stick it back inside those 4 bands right there. And again, make sure that your hook has, you know, those bands are inside the hook so they don't go anywhere while you're pulling, because you gotta pull. Okay, I'm gonna pull it tight, pull it. And these ones have a little bit, I don't know if they have a bigger space in it, or if it's because it doesn't have that round silver spot, so these are a little bit easier. And you just look at that sparkle. It is so pretty. Okay, yay! So that's how you would add spacer beads to the Copacabana. Always remember to just pull on any of these bracelets, and that makes it thinner, which makes it easier to slide them on and off. And then naturally, now whenever you're finished, all you have to do is take your bands out and put your C-clip back on. Okay, so with that being said, how about we go ahead and just grab a Joe Schmo bracelet. Excuse excuse me, this is of a fishtail somewhat design. I should have really done my research before I did this, but it is about midnight where I'm at, and I just wanted to get this out for you. What I thought we would do is we could already, I'm just thinking out loud right now, we could fancy this one up. So we have some options here. I have these spacer beads. Okay. I'm not really good with color, so in my mind I'm thinking I have to go with a green. I think I have like a green. Maybe not. Okay, we could go with that one. That's pretty. Sparkly. Okay, and I also have these large gold spacer beads, which I don't even know if I like used them once, and they are so pretty. They are so pretty. Look at that. They just sparkle. That one's awesome. It's black. Like an aqua. Okay. So, we want to do the same concept, which I don't know if my son made this one. It looks like he made it. We want to use the same concept, which is, I think this one must have been slip knotted. Oh no, we didn't pull all the ends up. So we just want to grab whichever bead we want to use. So I'm going to say we want to put a spacer, oh, I'm sorry. I also have these here, which are just different types of designs. But as you can see, what they have in common is any bead with a large hole. So that's cool. I'm looking at these like for the first time. This bingo, there we go. Let's try this one here. That looks pretty cool. Let's see if we can get it to go on. It's tiny, but okay, so we want to put this on our loom hook. We want to grab the end of this bracelet, which in the C-clip I didn't have the whole end. Make sure it's in that clip in your hook well, and we're just going to pull and see what we come up with here. Ooh, that one's a little bit tight. We gotta pull. There, we were just getting over that band right there because it should have been on my hook. I'm so not perfect in every tutorial. Okay, so once it's on the bracelet, you can pull, and you want to pull it to the middle, because we're going to do this one as if, okay, so I'm going to say like right there would be like the middle. Okay, so let's see, what can we make go with this? I like unison, but let me go out of my comfort zone. Let's grab this one here, it's pretty cool. Let me make sure I grab all of these end cap bands. Okay, and they're on my hook, and I'm holding it tight. I'm just going to carefully slide this. These type of designs are fabulous for adding the beads to, because they're so smooth. Alright, we got our second one. So you could have done this one in two ways. Because it's so smooth and easy to slide the spacer on, you could have added, like I'm going to put 3 on here. You could have put your third one, your first one being, oops, the one that's going to go on this side, then the middle, and then this last one. But I wasn't thinking. So what I need to do is I need to take the C-clip off of here, and I need to add it from this end here. So anytime you do that, just this one is slip knotted, just please make sure you put your loom hook through first or something to make sure that your bracelet doesn't fall apart. So we're I'm not liking it. Okay, this one here is a little bit more difficult because it's in a slip knot, so you have like nothing you're holding on to over here on the left. That's what makes it difficult until you can pull enough to get room. There we go. Now I have a little bit more on the left here to pull. I needed like superhero powers to get that one. And see, once you have enough where you can pull on it, it slides right on. Okay, so we were putting these in the middle of our bracelet. So we can go ahead and take our C-clip, which I apologize. The ends of my bracelets are not perfect, but I just wanted to grab some bracelets to show you how to add the spacers. Okay, I'm going to put these on here. There we go. Alright, and you have a existing designed bracelet with a totally new look, and that was always my goal, was to be able to take an existing bracelet, and if you wanted to change it up, you could. And the best thing is you can take these right off, so I like it. It's pretty. Okay, let's take let's see if we can do this one. I love this bracelet. It is so cool. These are clear bands. Hot pink, black. Just the design itself. It's like some type of weave. It's called a basket weave or something. It looks really awesome with those clear bands. So what I'm thinking is, because it's well designed, I can kind of pull on it. I believe his name is Mike. Excuse me, from Justin's Toys. He's the one that did the tutorial on this, which will be down below. So let's take our C-clip off so we have the cap band end. And let's see. I'm just going to throw all the spacers I have out. Now these aren't spacers. They're cool though because they have a hole on each end, so you could actually thread it. But I'm wondering what this would look like, so I'm just working here off the top of my head. So I'm going to put this on my hook. I'm going to stick my hook down in this cap band, making sure I have all of it. Okay, I have never tried it on this bracelet yet, so this is the first time. I just wanted to kind of see if we could do it. So we're going to do the same process as the other ones. We're just going to slide it on. So with this being a new, the first time I'm ever trying this, I did want to kind of use this one because it's really big. Oh, I already love it. And okay, so I guess I'm just gonna, for just on tape, let's just eye it up. Might have been too far. I'm gonna say right there. Cool. So let's add a couple more. We can probably put a lot on our hook. Grab those bands and just slide them down on, because they go on so good because they're a large hole. Awesome. Oh man, this is cool. So there's so many things you can do with this now. I have seen the light. So I guess it looks, well, I don't know. Like you could have it with all of these little circles, or you could turn them to the side. I mean, but if you just wanted that way, you know, here, let me see here. But how I'm doing this is exactly how I do it when I'm just throwing beads on bracelets. I'm like, oh, that looks cool, or I don't like it. I'm just trying to do this real for you, so that way you get an idea. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm trying to go where all the clear bands are to line all of them up the same. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. It surely is something different, so there. That looks awesome. I'm not too crazy about the holes, but or we could just put them all in the middle. Because they're bigger beads. I'm sorry, bigger hold spacers, so they slide. But we could do like in every other, we can kind of scatter the hole. And we can even throw them in the middle like that. So let's put our C-clip back on and see what it looks like. It's not bad. Maybe I might like it better spaced out. But of anything, my goal is just to show you how to add onto your bracelet. Right now I get to play on video, so shame on me because this is important. So that's a good example of just taking another already created bracelet and just playing with it. So just play with it and see what you come up with, and you know, just change it up. All right. Let's see. This is the Origami by TutorialsByA. We are a huge fan of TutorialsByA because she ranks up there next to Justin's Toys and Feelin' Spiffy as the first loomers that we watched on YouTube. So this one here, just by looking at it, I would do one or two things. One, I would put a spacer where this band is and just not even show that band, or put them obviously in between. So we have the spacer, the O-rings that we use there. Also have, which I've used on other bracelets, these O-rings. They're very thin. Very, they're like paper clip thin, if not thinner. Those. And I also have the doubled ones. Which I've used in other bracelets. It's the same thing, but it's a double O. And the infamous awesome ones that you can actually take apart. So with this one, I have never tried with this one before, so I don't really, I like these bubble bands, but they're not one that you want to tug on. So I'm thinking, let's just go ahead and try these because we can twist them off. Okay, another great thing is to tug on this to make it smaller, and that way it's small enough to fit between this hole right here. So these come in different colors. They don't have to be silver. They come in gold, like a bronze color I think as well. Okay, my idea would be, let's take, and see, you could even slide it underneath that white and just have that show, and it doesn't have to go back here. So let's pull it taut again, slide that on here, close it up, and you got to be careful with these type because they have literally a raw cut edge. These type of O-rings, they'll slice your bands. So my idea would be to put them on both sides on the origami bracelet. Let's do a couple more and see what it looks like. So once again, just playing around. Uh-oh. I don't want to break it, but it does have the bubble bands on it, and they're not a big fan of tug. Oh, look at that. We could even put them in between. Let's just leave it like that for now, because okay, let's add to this side here. I'm pulling it taut just to get this ring over it. I want to close that ring up. Okay, let's add one more. There we go. Awesome. So there you go. It's 2 spacer beads, and it gives it a different look right there. Yes, that end is going to be, I can straighten it out better, but again, it's the concept of adding. So, you know, whichever end that you're wearing around your wrist, these are not sharp to your touch. It's not, make sure that your ends line up. And there you go. You have a different look. Just something to add to your bracelet. And again, I'm only doing these right now because I knew I could open them up. If I didn't have these bubble bands on here, I wouldn't be afraid to pull on this. I cannot pull on this one. I don't know. Let's see. Do we have a big bead one or a big hole? I'm kind of afraid. We can try it. I think these ones might be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my bead on my band. I'm not pulling on that joker. I am carefully putting it over this end here. If it breaks, no joke, I'm not kidding. If it breaks, I'm telling you it's because of these bubble bands. But they're not. Oh, look, it went on. No way. Cool. Okay, this one's here. Oh man, you could put spacer beads in between these. That looks awesome, man. I like it. Alright, let me try it again. Actually, it's not that bad to pull. It's not that bad. Where that other one's at? Oop. Shoot, it needs to get back. I'm so gonna break this. Alright, this little joker needs to come over here. Okay. Something like that, whatever. I think that comes over this way. Okay, the space is just nice enough for one of these spacer beads. Okay, So if we wanted to, we could move this all the way over into the center. Then, let's see, we could take, I have colored, like we looked at earlier, but these ones have, like that one's black. This one here is green, like an emerald. Let's try that. Put it on my hook carefully because I have bubble bands. Ooh, that one doesn't go on as it goes on very nice. There. So now you know, and I believe I was asked a few times if I would bead the origami bracelet. There you go. So if you would like to add some type of spacers to your origami bracelet, please go out and check TutorialsByA's web YouTube channel and design it up, and come back, look at this, and add some spacers. So at least we know it can be done. That's cool. That's one I never would have thought to try. Okay, so this one I love. It is gorgeous. It doesn't even look like rubber bands. It's that beautiful to me. I actually wore it yesterday, and I posted a selfie for having the 500 followers on Instagram, and actually had a shirt on that it matched perfectly. Not even by choice, it was an accident. These are the same exact beads that we have been looking at right here, and the spacers that we looked at right here. But the thing that makes this bracelet so special to me is that they have my favorite bands. These are the Rainbow Loom metallic round bands. They're awesome. So that's black and silver, and it literally does not look like a rubber band bracelet. Those are not typical rubber bands in my mind because they're round bands, and this one is awesome. It's so easy because all it is a fishtail. That's all this is. So to us loomers, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just a fishtail and those are just beads. But to somebody that doesn't loom, when they look at this, it is a masterpiece to them. So you will get a ton of feedback on this bracelet. Black, silver, and big spacer beads. It is fabulous. So use the same technique that I just showed you, and you too can create that one. So I think just one more I want to try is the spider. I'm not exactly sure. I will post below who designed this spider, so you can definitely check out their YouTube account to recreate. But who'd have thought we could bling out a spider and call it Charlotte, huh? No. Okay, so we have these big ones here. Wonder if they'd be too big. I wonder if these would be too small. So I've never ever blinged out a insect before, but same concept. You're just going to put that on. Just trying to grab the they're all on very well. You just want to grab enough so you can have it enough to pull. So, oh, those go on like nothing. Look at that. So I'm pulling that one to the end. And let's grab some more because I think I'm liking this. Again, well, since we know they go on well and we're going to put more on, let's just put them all on at once, then we can just space them out. I hope this tutorial comes out well because this is just me going off the top of my head. Just trying to give you guys a good look at what you can do with this stuff. So let's try to get these over this hook. Awesome! Wow! So I'm just going to space them out now. So you do know that this isn't actually, the legs on this are a double banded, single chain, I believe. So if I'm doing this on a tarantula's leg, you're going to do it on your bracelet. Wow, that's so cool. I love it. Love it. I want to put one more because it's not even. So color has a lot to do with any design. You can, like, one of my favorite things to do is to take one of Rob's manly bracelets on Justin's Toys and then beautify it. I love doing that. That's fun to me. So we can like totally bling out a spider leg. You could make it pink, glitter bands. Cool. Look at that. Like, imagine we did all of them like that. It would look so awesome. It's not girly. It's not boy. It's just cool. I like that a lot. Then if you wanted to make it girly, we surely could, because we could take one of these big spacer ones with the bling on it. Stick this on our hook. Let's stick 2, 3. Stick our hook in here. Just enough to grab some bands to pull. This is such a long tutorial, my apologies. Alright, I'm just going to take one over at a time. And it's so easy to pull. Awesome. Awesomeness. And we're done. So we want to space these out. I just put 3 on. So maybe we only do the black part. So we want to keep these down here. And that'll actually weigh down the spider or the tarantula. There, we just blinged out a totally disgusting spider. That is me. If you know me, that is me. I will take anything and I will make it pretty. So, as you can see here, the 2 longest legs, this one likes to stand up. Because this leg is... Okay. This is amazing design. This was like the first non-bracelet I did. It's awesome. So, there you go. That is the end of this tutorial, and what other way to go out than with a blinged out tarantula. But we did it. It looks awesome. So, I hope that I have inspired you to add some change to your Rainbow Loom bracelets. Like I said, these are already created designs, so it's just a matter of purchasing just a few beads. Well, in my case, I go around my home and I look for the beads for necklaces and that I do not wear anymore, and I cut them up. So if you too would like to have an amazing looking bracelet like this, it is that simple. Very, very simple, gorgeous. So if you do decide to do one of these designs, I ask that you do follow me on Instagram and hashtag me at Chidero_T. I'd love to see your designs. You guys inspire me the same as I may inspire you, so please share. Also on Pinterest, I have an account there that you can post to. That would be awesome. But most importantly, I am a huge at giving credit, and I apologize that I don't know all of the designers that I have shown you this tutorial, but you can guarantee you can look below and they'll be listed. The most important thing is to make sure that you give bracelet designers, Rainbow Loom bracelet designers, credit. Okay, these are not my designs. These are their designs, and they take a lot of time and they took a lot of effort to make them. All I'm doing is adding jewelry to them just to give it a different look if you want to wear it a different place or such. So it's really important that even though you add jewelry to your bracelet, that doesn't make it your own design. If you add jewelry and change the design, you may be able to, tag it as a different bracelet, but you know, always give your designers the credit because they earned it and they deserve it. So, once again, my favorite designers and the ones that started me on my looming journey: Rob from Justin's Toys, Feeling Spiffy, TutorialsByA, and SoCraftastic too. All of them are fabulous designers. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We really appreciate all your hard work, and there are a ton more out there now because of you, and I do appreciate all of their designs as well. So again, thank you for spending the time with me for this tutorial. Press the like button if I inspired you, and please subscribe because there's a lot more to come. In the meantime, let's bling it.